come out to play.
Who's this man that get more butts than ashtray?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We emanate live here tonight from the gateway to the west, here in St. Louis, the home of the 11-time World Series champs, St. Louis Cardinals. But tonight, this venue here, Busch Stadium, plays host to the 2025 Spectacle of the Year, King and Queen of the Ring. Tonight, in the gateway to the west, St. Louis, Missouri becomes the proving ground, a place where legacies are made, where careers are changed, and where you move one step closer to become royalty. This is not just another night. It's a collision of history and hunger. The King and Queen of the Ring tournaments have returned, forged in tradition, sharpened by sacrifice, to each yourself into immortality and be closer to be crowned a world champion. To wear the crown is to etch your name into the annals of history, to claim power, prestige, and a gateway to championship gold. Has kings become icons? Has queens reshaped divisions? Tonight, 16 will enter, and by weekend's end, only 4 will remain, and will be headed to the finals at SummerSlam to become the inaugural world champion.
WWE presents King and Queen of the Ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night 2 of the King and Queen of the Ring. It plays host to the semifinals. Later on tonight, we will find out who headlines SummerSlam. But first, we have an incredible WWE SmackDown Women's Championship title match on the line.
And it's for the WWE Women's SmackDown Championship.
And what a way to kick things off here tonight. A heated rivalry that extends past these two women. It started at WrestleMania, where The Undertaker, Michelle McCool's husband, would interfere in Judgment Day's business. Wait a minute! From behind, Rhea Ripley out to attack. This is a no-holds-barred match, and Rhea Ripley wasting no time to exact extremeness in this match, but Michelle McCool not gonna allow her to have her way with her, fights back, and oh my God, it's a big boot. Rhea Ripley attacking Michelle McCool as she entered the ring. It was good way to enter the ring, walking up the ramp. These two have turned up their intensity for the rivalry, like I was saying before this attack happened at WrestleMania. Edge versus Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell battle. It seemed like the leaders of Judgment Day, Undertaker would capture, kidnap Damian Priest, but before that he would throw him on top of the chokeslam from the top of the cell down to the ring announce table, and from there all hell would break loose between Judgment Day and it looks like Michelle McCool, Kane, and The Undertaker. And then this past episode of NXT, where Finn Balor would face AJ Styles, the winner would head to last night's King of the Ring tournament quarterfinals. The Undertaker, Kane would appear. Undertaker would again chokeslam Damian Priest as Michelle McCool has that title belt is gonna hit Rhea Ripley in the head, knocking her down cold. But he would chokeslam Damian Priest again through the announce table, distracting Finn Balor, what then would lead to Kane tombstoning Finn Balor to hell, which then led to AJ Styles' phenomenal forearm, which then booked him to last night's event. And during that time, We saw Michelle McCool looking as Michelle McCool attacked Rhea Ripley. Now looking to put her through the table. But Rhea Ripley seems that she was in trouble. Fights off the attack by Michelle McCool and now gives her a reptile onto that non-padded ringside floor. And now just sending her into the ring and looking for a cover. Could this already do it? Could those shots to the head with the belt and the riptide do it? No! Michelle McCool shows some fight left. Kicks out at 2.9. We saw this bad blood happen between these two. Rhea Ripley would attack Michelle McCool after Michelle McCool lost to Charlotte Flair in the opening of the tournament, the qualifying matches of this tournament. Rhea Ripley looked to send a message to Michelle McCool and The Undertaker. They would look like kidnap Michelle McCool, torture before the last few weeks Michelle McCool getting her payback. And now this is all going to culminate in this match, but Rhea Ripley wasted no time to send a message to the dead man, Kane. And obviously Michelle McCool's her title is on the line. Rhea Ripley disrespected for two reasons: that Undertaker interfered in Judgment Day business, and that Michelle McCool can come out of nowhere all the way from retirement and get involved and be a part of this new era of wrestling. She said she doesn't belong in the same ring with Rhea Ripley, even a Becky Lynch or that Bayley. She said she can't stand neither one of those women. Michelle McCool had her era, and time has passed, and it's now this era's time of women's wrestling, and she doesn't belong in it. So she wants to eradicate her for good. But Michelle McCool isn't going to take it lying down. Twisting running neck breaker, taking out Rhea Ripley, now going up top, showing the athletic prowess that she was once known for back in her heyday, as Rhea Ripley wants to put it. Now Michelle McCool again fighting on with those kicks, but gets countered and takes a knee to the jaw. Rhea Ripley hits her with the knee to the jaw. And now Michelle McCool using the ropes to climb back up into the corner, sends Rhea Ripley into the corner, now giving it right back. This capacity crowd standing on their feet as they don't know what hit them. Last night started out slow and steady with a United States title match that had King of the Ring implications also on the line between Bronson Reed and John Cena. And that bout went the distance before Cena would defend his title successfully and move on to tonight in a main event, take on AJ Styles. This match, way different. We're getting red hot to start. Rhea Ripley wasting no time to attack Michelle McCool, to, as she would say, wants to eradicate her. And Michelle McCool eats another knee, and another strike, and another forearm. Look at these right hands by Rhea Ripley just landing on the face of Michelle McCool. And what does Rhea Ripley have in mind? Rhea Ripley looking. Rhea Ripley maybe to put her through the table. Michelle McCool counters. Ducked underneath that big boot that would have sent her careening into the table down below. But Michelle McCool gets out the way. Picks her up. Michelle McCool, can she do it? Rhea in trouble. Oh, God. Through the table goes Rhea Ripley. This crowd chanting, "This is awesome." They can't believe it. They're in a frenzy. This is how you kick off a PLE, the last PLE of 2025. Can she hit it? Faith Maker, the cover. Will we have a new SmackDown Women's Champion? Yes, no. Rhea Ripley kicks out in the nick of times. Women's wrestling in full display here. And now, not wasting no time, wasting no movement. No wasted movement, keeping the attack on a Rhea Ripley. Superplex. Rhea Ripley is down. We haven't seen Rhea Ripley, dare I say the word, dominated like this before. but she's facing a legend in Michelle McCool, former Divas champion. People say she would do fine in this era, and she's proven the critics correct. Rhea getting destroyed with that shovel as Michelle was looking to bury her metaphorically and physically, but Rhea powers through it, counters, and now is on the attack of her all. And just, oh my goodness, chucking. She just chucks that shovel into the face of Michelle McCool. Look at this, strike after strike, picks her up, inverted electric chair. And just like that, the most dominating figure in WWE right now, the women's SmackDown Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, just like that, is in firm control over this match. Getting those steel steps, she has evil intentions! And she intended to smack Michelle McCool in the face with those steps, and Michelle McCool crawling to her feet, and oh my God! She just launched those steel steps, careening into Michelle McCool's face. Michelle McCool is out there, oh my God! Again, I think this time she was saved by the ropes where she was positioned, but I think she caught a piece of it. Rhea Ripley talking all sorts of trash and applying more pressure, applying more damage, and I think this match is over. I think Michelle McCool is out cold. Michelle McCool is out Michelle McCold. But Rhea giving no damn, adding more insult to injury. Oh, one more final gasp for Michelle McCool. And Rhea countered it with those clotheslines, finish her off with that kick to the face. Jessica Carr just stopped the damn match. Just ended, it's over. And now Rhea Ripley, oh my God, disgusting. Taunting Michelle McCool, putting that title in her face before hitting her with it. Rhea Ripley doesn't just want to beat her, she wants to embarrass her, taunting her, telling her this is the closest you'll ever get to winning a title in this era again, you old bitch. And now look at a finish off, Reptile. And it's elementary. You can count to 100. Rhea Ripley eradicates another. Add Michelle McCool to the list.
Here is your winner.
As she destroys and successfully defends her women's championship. I am very disgusted in Rhea Ripley as she is celebrating in the ring and injured Michelle McCool. Wait a minute, what is this? Rhea Ripley's went underneath and got a chair. Oh my God. She's looking to really impose destruction on her way out of nowhere. Natalya, 99 Hart, grabs a chair and runs Rhea Ripley out the ring for the save. No doubt in my mind, Rhea Ripley had evil intentions. Thank goodness for Natty.
That's what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps raining out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
Raw, SmackDown, and NXT all play host. Right
Turn to
here
run,
on the
now look
Undisputed
what it's become.
World
Outnumbered 10 to
channel.
1. Back then should have bit your tongue, cause there's no turning back. This path once it's begun. You're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will be returning with more Universe Mode on March 26th. But it is time to kick off the first of two King of the Ring semi-final matchups.
Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion,
Gunther has been on a destruction rampage streak. He has dominated competition that has flocked his way. to still hold that Intercontinental Championship on his way to hopefully become a first-time ever World Heavyweight Champion. Standing in his way is a man he just dethroned, just defeated at King of the Ring in Seth Rollins in a hellacious matchup. It took everything from Gunther and from Seth, but Gunther, like he has been, successfully retains that title. Will lightning strike twice here tonight? Or will Seth Rollins get his flesh of revenge? And here comes the revolutionary Seth freaking Rollins, making his way to the stage, getting the crowd hyped as only he can do. Listen to St. Louis erupt for Rollins. Seth Rollins wants gold again.
Weighing in at 217 pounds,
Former two-time WWE champion, former Money in the Bank winner. He's done a lot of this business, from Intercontinental Champion, Tag Team Champion. He wants to add the prestigious, newly minted World Heavyweight Championship to his collection. This version is newly minted, but the history that stands behind what represented the World Heavyweight Championship, the lineage, names like Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock, Chris Jericho, Triple H, Batista, John Cena, we'll see it on tonight. The list goes on and on of people that has held a World Heavyweight Championship in the history of this company, and even the history of other companies before it all devolved into one company here in WWE. But it ain't about history, it's about making history. And right out the gate, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins with a flying knee, already wasting no time getting on the offense, trying to stay on the big man. Seth Rollins as a crowd, I don't even know what you call it, singing, vocalizing to his theme song still in the driver's seat early on in this matchup, looking to right the wrong of the Money in the Bank PLE, where he lost this man. I believe thanks to the help of one Ludwig Kaiser, who got in the way, interfered just a little bit, caused a distraction. Gunther able to capitalize. We don't have to worry about that tonight, because per Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis, Ludwig Kaiser is banned from ringside. We've already seen some of these matches already end with people coming in and interfering. We saw Cora Jade last night interfere with Lana Valkyrie, costing her an opportunity to continue in the Queen of the Ring Championship. So right now, to prevent any of that happening, so we can get a clean win for the finals at SummerSlam, Ludwig Kaiser and anyone else is banned from ringside. We don't think no one will come to the aid of Seth Rollins, but he might not need it with that revolutionary knee right on the button, the jaw of Gunther. But it's just too early in the matchup to put the big man down. But right now, Seth Rollins is on a great start. This is how you want to start this match. Fast, heavy offense, keeping the big man grounded, going athletic, staying on your feet, staying in the air. Another big time knee, springboard variant right there. You know, maybe going for the curb stomp. Who knows? But he went for a kick to the midsection. Gunther catching it. Oh, Gunther throws Seth Rollins into the ropes. Seth Rollins bounce off the ref and now gets thrown around. And this is not what you want if you're Seth Rollins, where this big man Gunther can do damage. All went for that attack, and Rollins rolled out the way at the nick of time. You don't want this man to get your hands on you if you're Rollins. Rollins staying with the offense. Fast, quick, elusive offense. Right there showing off the power. And look at this. Oh, the alley-oop power slam Then that forearm into the corner, dropping Gunther, and now begging Gunther to get to his feet. What can Rollins have in counter? Can he hit him with another powerbomb? Or with the first one of the night, I should say. Holds it for a cover. One. Oh. And just a one count there for Seth Rollins on a Gunther. And now Rollins on the frog splash with the second rope. This is vintage Rollins. This is, dare I say, Tyler Black version of Seth Rollins. The athletic prowess, the cerebral assassin that he is. Learned from the great Triple H himself, his mentor, one of many. The man has helped put Rollins on the map in his career for WWE, and Seth Rollins has done the rest. And looking, a buckle bomb onto Gunther. But Gunther gets up and Rollins takes him right back down with that clothesline. Rollins is stalking Gunther, stalking him. Kick to the midsection. Can he hit it? Get in the match. Bam! Bingo! Curve stomp on the cutting. The 2 and no! On the button with that curve stomp didn't matter. Gunther kicks out, has a lot more fight in him. He's not the reigning, defending Intercontinental Champion for no reason. This man is a boss. It's going to take a lot from Seth Rollins to put him away. But can the tournament, the impact, the length of the tournament, can it impact both men? They've been fighting for weeks, back-to-back days tonight and last night. Can the impact of the tournament keep Gunther down? Or is Gunther just found the ending with the super hold applied? But Gunther in trouble. Seth counters it to a roll-up. 1, 2, and kicked out. Does Gunther. But Rollins against the offense, hoping he can find enough to get revenge and head to SummerSlam. Alley-oop slam again. And Gunther in a whole lot of pain, going face first. But Gunther instinctively kicking off Rollins. Rollins instinctively rolling away from Gunther, trying to get separation, while the big man trying to get some momentum. And then stalking him, walks into it, walks right into that. Attack by Seth Rollins. Did Gunther, maybe Seth Rollins playing a little bit of possum there. Not seen Gunther out of sorts like this before. I've seen him go through battles. He has lost to the likes of Ilya, who he beat to continue into this tournament. But right now, Seth looks like he has his number. Seth, buckle bomb, into the cover to send him to SummerSlam. And to the disarray of the crowd, Gunther kicks out at 2.9, and oh my God, clothesline from hell. Shades of JBL out of nowhere. This could do it. Gunther's gonna win. No, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hits the shoulder up. And you hear this crowd, the fight forever chants, as Gunther looking to build momentum. But Seth Rollins rolls him up out of nowhere. Rollins 2, got him, no. But Rollins looking, curb, stomp, into the cover after the roll up, and he got him. Seth Rollins is the man to hand Gunther his second defeat in the company. And not only did he hand him his second defeat only,
Here is your winner,
Seth just booked himself to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament at SummerSlam to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we'll find out later on tonight who his opponent will be. We are back here in St. Louis, and it's time for some Queen of the Ring action for the semifinals. And making her way to the ring, they call her the Pirate Princess.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane made her fantastic return for the Queen of the Ring tournament, and it has led her to this moment. One win away from booking herself to the finals at SummerSlam to fight for the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, the first single secondary title in WWE Women's history. But she has to face a woman who has done so much in this business. Won gold, won Money in the Bank, and she's looking just like her to itch herself into WWE history, because her opponent is none other than Liv Morgan.
And her opponent from Elmwood Park, New Jersey,
Liv Morgan, one step away from getting to the finals of SummerSlam. She has won Money in the Bank. She has been a SmackDown Women's Champion. She has been a NXT and Women's Tag Team Champion. She would love to add inaugural Women's Intercontinental Championship to her resume. She is one step closer, and only Kairi Sane stands in her way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just seconds away from finding out who's going to head to SummerSlam for the finals. And out the gates, Kairi Sane running in, taking her out with a flying crossbody that lands. But Liv Morgan kicks out at one, and Kairi Sane, out like a woman possessed, is going right after Liv Morgan here. And again, the attack, the onslaught continues, hitting her with that stunner, and now dropping her down. Liv Morgan getting blitzed here. And now a running knee. Liv Morgan getting blitzed, but finding a way to create some space, to create some separation. And now she's trying to build momentum on her side, finding some moves to get the momentum back on her side, or maybe not, because Kairi Sane just reverses and looking to fly up top. Kairi Sane going up top, calling Liv Morgan to her feet, signaling, a flying elbow connects into the cover. Can this do it early on? We got just a one count. And Liv Morgan slow to her feet. Kairi Sane wasting no movement, wasting no time, staying on top of Liv Morgan. Both individual very talented. Kairi Sane accolades more synonymous in Japan. Looking to add more accolades here in the WWE, and out of nowhere, didn't know Kairi Sane had a spear, and she just speared Liv out of her boots, but Liv kicked out. And Liv crawling to the corner, trying to create separation, trying to get some breathing room, but Kairi Sane not letting her do it. But wait a minute! Liv creating her own breathing room. Code breaker out of nowhere, and Liv Morgan hits it. Can she get her done? Two, got her, and Kairi Sane lifts the shoulder up to grab onto the rope after she hit her with her specialty. Oh, now look at this. Liv Morgan, oh my God, wrapped her around, kind of like a page turner. Looked like a submission. Dropping Kairi Sane, and out of nowhere, now Kairi Sane's in trouble. After the dominating this whole time, it's now Kairi Sane on the back foot. Liv Morgan looking to put her away here. Center ring, the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out. Bounce off the rope, went for an elbow. Kairi moved out the way, and now Kairi using that to her advantage. This crowd here in St. Louis is been in a frenzy all night. They were in a frenzy last night. And for good reason, it's been some great wrestling action. The King and Queen of the Ring return for this moment right here. And the finals will take place at this year's SummerSlam to crown new champions, a world heavyweight champion, and an inaugural women's intercontinental champion. Look at this. Submission applied by Liv Morgan. Submission, but Kairi Sane getting out of it. Kairi Sane fights out of the submission. And now, dropping down Liv Morgan. Staying on the attack. Kicks again. And some more kicks. Educated feet finishes off that combination with the drop kick. Excellent. Perfectly executed. And now looking for insane elbow. Got all of it. Got all of it. Into the cover. Can this do it here? To it just might. No. The crowd here is in awe as they admire these two putting on a phenomenal show, trying to fight to the bitter end to crown themselves inaugural women's champion. Kairi Sane got caught, rolled up by Liv Morgan here. Two, she might have her three. No, Kairi kicked out, but Liv uses their advantage to hit Oblivion for the second time in this match. In the final, no! Somehow, Kairi Sane has enough left in the tank to kick out. We saw that earlier in the match between Seth and Gunther. Seth went for a roll-up and followed up with the curb stomp that defeated Gunther. Liv trying to go for the same, but Kairi not having any of it, kicking her way out of it, kicking her way through the momentum of Liv Morgan. Stunner. Educated feet again by Kairi Sane. She's trying to fight her way through this adversity. Kairi Sane lifts Liv Morgan up to the top rope. Uh-oh. Oh no, look out below! Back suplex from the top rope. The crowd loving every bit of it. Kairi not going for the cover. She might have defeated Liv there. Elects to add more offense. Shoulder block check. Her in the corner. Now marching her way to the other side. Coming through. Clothesline. Vintage Kairi going up top. Can she hit it again? Looking for an insane elbow. Second one of the night connects, but again doesn't go for a cover. And look at this, submission applied. Kairi calls that the anchor submission hold. It's locked in. Will she tap? Will Liv give it up? Yes, yes she will. Yes she does. And ladies and gentlemen, Kairi Sane has went through the field and has just defeated Liv Morgan in grand fashion to book herself to SummerSlam and is one more win away from being. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match we just witnessed. And the action keeps on rolling here as we are in store for another great matchup, as we will find out who will be Kairi Sane's opponent at SummerSlam for the women's inaugural Intercontinental Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Fernando, Chile, Stephanie.
And a lot of wrestling experts have picked this woman to not only be the one that will face Kairi Sane at SummerSlam, but the one that will win it all. She has dominated every level of wrestling competition in every country, and now she has turned her attention to the big leagues here at WWE, and she's off to one hell of a start. But I think her opponent will have something to say about the rising star that is Stephanie Bakur. Because make no bones about it, her opponent is a rising star herself. Some say she is already a star.
And her opponent from Austin, Texas.
Former TNA Knockout Women's Champion. She is well-traveled around the globe. And she is now here in the WWE, just like Stephanie, both making their debut here during the Queen of the Ring tournament. And it's only fitting that these two will fight to head to the finals. It has been a great Queen of the Ring tournament thus far. So many surprises, debuts, and awesome matches that have been through this tournament, and it's all gonna culminate right here. Winner will face Kairi Sane at SummerSlam. Stephanie's ready as the referee asks. Jordynne Grace pulling on the ropes, getting stretched out, and here we go. And out the gate, Stephanie float over DDT. It seems like the person that comes out the fastest usually gets the edge. We've seen that with Seth. We saw that with Kairi. We saw that really Rhea Ripley kick off the night with that. So Stephanie just out here doing exactly what has been done for everyone else that seemingly has won tonight. But her opponent is not just gonna let that happen. Already exhibiting all the strength and power. Just like that, Stephanie has to roll out to create separation because the power of Jordynne Grace is just too much. So many opportunities for great matchups for Jordynne Grace to face the likes of potentially down the line of Rhea Ripley. She got close to facing Nia Jax, but Stephanie Vacour had just stopped Nia Jax in her tracks before she could face Jordynne Grace. Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, she already faced Charlotte Flair. You can count that off the bucket list here in WWE, but so many matchups that we can see when we got to cover here. It's a one count. So many talented women wrestling stars here. And we're going to get to see these matches over the course of the next few years as these two try to pave their way here in this company. And like I said earlier in this match, they're making a great start in the semifinals, taking out the whole field. And they're just one step each other's way from getting to the finals. And you see Jordynne Grace with a submission hold, but Stephanie Vacour shrugs it off. And now Stephanie Vacour looking at offense. Vicious, nice, powerful right hook sends Jordynne to her knees. And now using the ropes to climb herself up. And then she gets a knee into the gut, the midsection, and dropped down by Stephanie Vacour. And Stephanie looking to fly, bringing down an elbow. Shades of what we just saw from Kairi Sane with an insane elbow herself onto the wounded Jordynne Grace on the outside. Referee on a count of one. She gets Jordynne Grace back inside that ring. Lifts her up now. And now look at Snapmare take her down. And now look at this. Look at this. Using her knees to drive the face and head into the mat. She calls that the devil's kiss. It's a fan favorite move. I'm sure by a lot of guys for a lot of reasons. And it could have just got her the W. But Jordynne Grace, ring prowess, expertise on 1,000 there, using the ropes to break the pinfall. Great ring awareness by young Jordynne Grace. And then Stephanie using some of her power, just flip her over. And now in the drop zone. Oh! Vacour hits it with the splash. In the cover. 2, throw. But Jordynne Grace powers right out of it. Powers right out of that splash from a distance. The aerial range of Stephanie Vacour to hit that from almost across the ring. This is what I'm talking about. She's such a special talent. But so is Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace was able to avoid that springboard crossbody splash, but not able to avoid that back suplex. And now, Jordynne Grace Reverses it, sitting Stephanie Valcour in her corner. What could she have here? Oh, picks her up, slams her down. Climbing the rope. Look at here, using the rope for momentum. Oh, a splash of her own. Powerful splash right there. And this is what I'm talking about. The sheer power. Death Valley driver. Stephanie Valcour now in trouble as Jordynne Grace stalks her, stalking her prey. Will this be the end for Stephanie Valcour? Jordan driver, the cover, 2, ball game, no, not yet. And an emotional Jordynne Grace is vividly upset that didn't get the job done. But she's staying on her. No wasted movements. Vicious power slam, power bomb, and now on the attack from a mounted position, raining strikes down there to the face of Stephanie Valcour for the first time in this match is in trouble. Stephanie in trouble, look at this! Picked her up from a seated position to just send her down with that back suplex. The cover, this has to be it. How the hell does Stephanie have anything left? All the things that these women have endured during the course of this tournament. How is Stephanie able to endure the power and strength of Jordynne Grace and to give it right back to her? Now, taking off flag belt. Took too much time. Should have followed up sooner. Took too much time, but maybe not. Jordynne Grace getting countered. And now a drop kick. No, Jordynne rolled out the way. These two going back and forth. Jordynne looking for an old backbreaker. Backbreaker needed a back of Stephanie Valcour. Now Jordynne has her up again. Oh, Stephanie slicks out the back door. Went for a power slam, but gets countered and gets slammed down. And now, Mitsukunoku driver, the cover. This has to be it. Oh my God. What the hell is in the veins of Stephanie Valcour? Because for damn sure it ain't blood. It's something else. How does this woman have all this left in the tank? And now slowing the pace down. Went for a submission, lets it go. Slowing the pace down, trying to catch her breath after enduring so much pain, so much power. But again, going to the well. Devil's kiss again. Trying to seize the momentum. Trying to put away Jordynne Grace. Jordynne laid out. Stephanie going up top. Can she? Yes! Hits it again. The cover. And this time, Stephanie Valcour gets the victory with that splash. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now official and final at SummerSlam. It will be that lady right there, Stephanie Valcour, taking on the Pirate Princess, Kairi Sane, at SummerSlam for the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion. And this crowd is on their feet as they are about to, wait, Kairi Sane sneaking into the ring. Watch out, Stephanie. But I think Kairi just wants to measure up her future opponent because, like I said, it's official at SummerSlam. These two will collide for the Intercontinental Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. And what a night it's been. And we set to cap things off with an icon, a legend, a phenomenal one.
At 218 pounds,
AJ Styles is in St. Louis in the King of the Ring semi-finalist. And he is hyped up and ready to go. I've talked to AJ Styles and he said this opportunity means so much to him. He said he's in his mid-40s. He doesn't know how many more years he has left to put on the boots. So he wants to be a champion one more time. And he said what a time it would be to be a King of the Ring winner and a world champion in the same breath. He said he could kill two birds with one stone. Look to cross off boxes of goals he had since he arrived in the WWE since he arrived here in the WWE. Former WWE champion has been here for over 10 years and has been the person that they've said, the man that has made SmackDown Live, revolutionized the SmackDown brand to what it is today, and had many of battles with this man. He won his very first WWE Championship against John Cena.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Check that. John Cena became a 16-time world champion when he dethroned AJ Styles of the WWE Championship that he held that title reign. Since then, AJ Styles has not been a WWE champion. He looks to not only get revenge for that moment, but to inch one step closer to immortality. The same breath of the greats as the man he's in the ring with, of Stone Cold, Triple H, Booker T, men that have won King of the Ring and also have been able to be a world champion. John Cena is here. He is the greatest of all time. He is your defending United States champion. But tonight, it has nothing to do with the United States Championship. It's just who will headline SummerSlam in night one of the main event to be crowned the inaugural WWE World Heavyweight Champion. John Cena has defended his United States Championship in every match leading up to this moment. But tonight, AJ Styles, Nick Aldis, and Adam Pearce have all agreed it's bigger than the United States Championship. They want John Cena to focus on being a world champion, to chase immortality, to chase 17-time world championship, be the greatest feat in all of professional wrestling, the most here in the WWE. But John Cena has to get through AJ Styles, who's come hot out the gates to start this match. But John Cena trying to stop him in his tracks at every turn of the corner. But AJ Styles, these two know each other really well. Years and years being rivals, respect also in that rivalry. We got a roll up here, but he kicked out before the count could even be counted for. They have a lot of respect for one another now. Probably weren't the best of friends when AJ first debuted, but AJ Styles was in a different mindset. He was in a more hungry mindset. A guy like John Cena, he detested. He couldn't stand a guy like Cena because he said, well, I should have been in WWE years ago. Guys like Cena is the reason why I was over at TNA. But he's changed his mindset since then. He's learned to respect and appreciate guys like Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, instead of looking at them as bitter rivals. These two men are going to seal one another's fate and send each one of themselves to a chance for destiny in a five-knuckle shuffle as John Cena trying to get momentum and trying to get the upper hand as both men have been jockeying for position. But John Cena looking to end this match right away. STO locked in, center of the ring. AJ has nowhere to go. We've already seen one submission win tonight, and that was Kairi Sane over Liv Morgan. Didn't think that would be happening, especially with a guy like Gunther who lost tonight. You would think he would get a submission victory, but it wasn't to be. And again, these two jockeying for position know each other real well. AJ Styles now trying to gain control, but Cena fighting him off. But AJ ducks underneath, looping, phenomenal forearm out of nowhere. shades of Randy Orton's RKO out of nowhere. And now AJ on the top rope, second rope, looking for it, missed it. John Cena throws him away like trash, but AJ is no ever trash. He's the phenomenal one. He's one of the best to ever do it. And oh, John Cena looked for something, but AJ countered. And again, AJ went in. John Cena countered. What will it take for either man to gain upper hand in this one? Back and forth they go, trading shots. Again, a reversal. John Cena hung up on the rope, got a little snake eyes, but come out with a hard shot with that forearm. Now Cena going up top, and AJ throwing him right back down. I haven't seen a match this back and forth in quite some time. Nobody looking to gain an edge or give an edge. Somebody's trying to gain one, and Cena looking for another five-knuckle shuffle. Connects into a cover, a shocking attempt for a cover. Oh, almost. And you think on any normal night that wouldn't get a job done, but when you've been in matches week after week, you fought last night, both men are at wit's ends when it comes to endurance and body soreness and fatigue. You never know what can end a match. A basic move like that could end a match, and it doesn't this time. Not only is the King of the Ring a great match, great tournament to see different matchups, great matchups. It also attests to your endurance, the mental fortitude, your body, your conditioning, because you gotta fight week in, week out, and sometimes back-to-back nights. And phenomenal forearm might be the dagger of the night for John Cena, center of the ring. No! Cena kicked out, and who's surprised? We've seen Super Cena activated throughout the King of the Ring tournament. That's what he's known for. And even I know that man AJ is not surprised. And that's why he's looking to keep the offense going, trying to add more offense. But John Cena countering, no wasted movement from Cena to get back the upper hand. And now Cena using this crowd in St. Louis to use it to fire himself back in this match. AJ Styles out cold, referee in the counter too. John Cena going after him. A man like John Cena doesn't want to win by no count out. He has more respect for the business himself. And even his opponent AJ didn't go out like that. And AJ in trouble. John Cena stalking him. AJ in trouble. Cena with the springboard stunner. The cover. He's got it through. John can't believe it. I can't believe it. I thought surely that was 3. The referee only has it at 2.9. And AJ, so to his feet, might want to stay there or stay on the ground because, John Cena looking to send him back to the ground. And AJ reverses. AJ calf crusher for John Cena on the ropes. Rope break. And Cena in trouble. AJ stalking him. AJ picks him up. Can he hook him up? He does. Styles clash into the cover. This is it. No. Look at the anguish on the face of Styles. He can't believe it. How could he believe it? Styles clash. Phenomenal forearm. How is Cena still around? How is he activated Super Cena through all that he endured last night in a hellacious, brutal, regular match against Bronson Reed? He took so much punishment. You would think he wouldn't have much left tonight, but it's not the case. He is who he is, that man. John Cena is the GOAT, and this is one of the reasons why. His resiliency unmatched by anybody in the business. And now Cena picks him. Fatal suplex onto the outside. Even Cena felt that. But Cena the first to his feet. Maybe he felt awkwardly wrong when he delivered that match. Like I said, these two have been through a lot all weekend. Referee at a count of 6. Cena now on the outside looking in. A phenomenal forearm from the outside to the ring mat. From the ring to the outside. Phenomenal form, hit with perfect precision on the button for the fourth time he's hit that move. And John Cena in trouble, flown over his burning DDT. Vintage AJ. And AJ got Cena right where he wants him, calling him to his feet. AJ got caught. Cena catches AJ midair. AA to AJ, holds on, rolls through, picks him up again. Another AA into the cover. Yes. The greatest professional wrestler of my generation has just won the semifinal match and has booked himself in a match against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam to claim the highest prestige in all of professional wrestling. Not just becoming World Heavyweight Champion again, but become a 17-time World Heavyweight Champion in the ring. Seth Rollins in the ring, getting a closer look at his opponent at SummerSlam. John Cena holds the title he currently holds aloft, but we're not fighting for that title. We will fight for a prestigious World Heavyweight Championship. And at SummerSlam, these two matches have been booked. Night one, the main event will belong to Seth and John Cena, and also Kairi Sane and Stephanie Vacour will be in that match, in that SummerSlam event, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss SummerSlam. It's coming soon, and only right here on the Undisputed Warrior YouTube channel. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I will always be your warrior.